Yo, what's up guys, Gretchka here, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a beginner's guide on how to make $500 a day trading meme coins. I'm going to break down how to find high potential coins, how to manage risk, the exact tools and strategies and mindset you need to succeed. Because the hardest thing about trading is psychology. Let's get into it. First things first, the setup. So in order to trade meme coins, you need Solana, right? So go to either Coinbase, Kraken, or Binance to buy Solana. I have a link in the description for Coinbase, and you basically just go on there, make an account, choose how much you want to buy, click send crypto, and this is where you need Phantom Wallet. So the second step is download Phantom Wallet and create a wallet. You just go to the Phantom download and then go to Chrome or Firefox, whatever you guys use. Click download and you can get this extension right here. Basically, create a wallet, save the private key, and just go on the crypto exchange where you buy Solana. Click send crypto, put your Phantom wallet address in there. How to get your wallet address from Phantom, you just log in, put your password, whatever, log in, and then click receive right here, and you'll get your Solana address. Or you can hover and click this copy button. Now you have your wallet, and then just go on Coinbase, send crypto, and then just copy and paste it in there. And then you'll see the Solana in your Phantom wallet. After you guys have Solana in your Phantom wallet, the next step is to connect to a trading bot. This is where you're going to use Axiom Pro as your trading platform. They have the fastest transaction speeds and the cheapest fees. I have a link in the description for 10% off fees. You just connect with either a Phantom wallet or your email. And yeah, it's really clean. Everything is quick. They'll never rug you. They're literally backed by a venture capital firm called the Y Combinator. It used to be ran by Sam Altman back in the day. So yeah, it's really trustworthy. They have a free Twitter tracker, free wallet tracker. They also have cashback rewards for Solana. So every time you trade, claim in Solana. It's really nice. I have a Twitter tracker here. I usually do with one tab, like a separate tab. But yeah, you can have it on one screen. In the charts, this is what it looks like. They have this instant trade feature right here. Click this, it will pop this box up, and you can basically click once and it will either buy or sell without having to like type how much you want to buy and stuff. They have a lot of info here: top 10 holders, dev holding, bundlers, insiders, pro traders. This is basically the real people that are not bots buying the coin. They have a bubble map right here. So yeah, they have a lot of information. If you guys want an edge in trading, like you need Axiom. It's no other platform. You also want to create a X account if you guys don't have one. Also Discord. You want to start following people that talk about crypto, like this guy Melometrics. He talks about daily meme coin recaps, gives like trading motivation, things like that. You want to follow people like him. So your whole feed is just like crypto, people posting their P&Ls, follow different key opinion leaders that have a lot of followers, follow news articles, go on trending, see what's happening. You just want to be in the crypto Twitter environment so you can catch stuff early. All right, the next step is narrative. And what is narrative? It's the story of the coin. This is literally the main reason why you're going to buy a meme coin. So I'll give you guys some examples about what is the story of the coin. So let's go on Axiom Pulse right here. This is where the action is happening. And there's a bunch of coins here, right? All right, baby, AI baby. So the story of the coin is there's videos or there's TikToks about this baby talking, AI. So this is the this is the picture. So I mean, yeah, that's pretty good narrative. Let's see what else is there. Wounded Warrior Project, nonprofit charity organization for veterans and active duty service members. So that's kind of nice. And it's on this platform called Bags. And what this platform does is it's kind of like a charity coin. So all the fees are going to this Wounded Warrior Project for veterans. So that's a really good narrative too. And see, like there's a bunch of stories, right? But the question is, how can you tell which one's good or not? So what I do is I rate narratives from a scale of 1 to 10. So 10 being the most insane narrative ever, like Elon Musk posting a picture of a dog and names it, puts it on Twitter and goes like, "Oh, my dog Sam is cute." So that's 10, right? And then 1 being a random picture of a meme, like so a one narrative coin would be like crump, crumb pump. Like basically the pump fund logo is crumbled up, like no one's gonna buy that. Let's see Angie. Like a random picture of a cat being mad. Angie. That's like a 1.
it's like, oh, this is not gonna go anywhere. Just a cat that's mad. But if you got like, oh, this right here just bonded, save a cat. So this is on the bags platform, and see, like, this is a good narrative. 100% of the creator fees on this coin will be donated to f- Flatbush Cats. Tired of overcrowded animal shelters? Help us keep veterinary care affordable in Brooklyn. So they save cats. This is really good narrative. So all the fees are going to this X profile right here, Flatbush Cats. So this is a really good narrative. It's helping cats in need and in care. So this is basically like a 9 to 10 rating narrative. So this is what I base it off of. Every time I look at the charts, I see, okay, what coins are there? What's the story? How good is it, right? Think about it like Tinder. You swipe left on shitty coins, you swipe right on S tier coins, right? Let's say like you're attracted to men or women, right? You obviously want to get the best of the best, right? So you swipe right on those. But you don't want to swipe right on the bad ones, right? The ones you're not attracted to. Same thing with meme coins. You want to be attracted to the good narratives, and you just swipe left on the shitty ones. It's literally the same thing. So with narrative, you always want to think about what is the potential of the narrative. Is it 100K market cap, 500K, 1 million, 5 million? So when you look at coins, you want to be like, what is the future price of this coin? How good is this narrative? Like, what is the potential? Our last step about narrative is basically how to research coins and their narratives. So there's three types of narratives. There's news, there's community, and there's tweets. Basically, Wall Street Journal, New York Times, they post a tweet about something cool or something crazy that's happening. And then community, like I was saying right here, a community coin. So like this AI baby, some guy created a community, and basically people are gonna start posting videos about this this baby talking in AI. So when you go on these communities, you just want to see how active is it. So this has 150 members. It migrated an hour ago. Yeah, you just want to click on latest right here. You want to click on latest and just see what people are talking. Are the community members going up? Like what pace? Is it going slowly? Is it going pretty quick? How's the coin doing? 80K market cap. Let's see what this went to. Oh wow, I went to 200K. But yeah, those are the things you want to keep in mind. So for community, I was briefly talking about it. But yeah, you wanna see, is the community growing members? How fast? How slow are they growing? Are the community members being active? Are they posting content? Are they posting tweets about it? Are they hyping the coin up? Is the dev of the coin pushing it hard? Is he or she creating content for it? Yeah, are there any Coles or big names supporting it? Yeah, that's also big too, because if there's any, basically a Cole is a key opinion leader. So it's people that have a lot of followers usually, or they're part of like a big organization. They will just tweet about a coin, right? Like maybe they're like, "Oh, I really like this narrative." As I was saying, if it's a CTO, is the main person pushing it. So a CTO is a community takeover. Is basically when the dev the coin basically just stopped pursuing the narrative, and some person took the courage to create a community, so they paid the DEX. They paid DEX screener, which is basically advertisement for the coin. On Axiom is really nice. They actually added this recently. So DEX paid. You can see this. This is on DEX screener. You will see this as a banner. So they paid for it, and they attached a community to it. All right, volume. This is literally the price action of the coin. You want to ask yourself, how volatile are the buys and sells? Are the candles printing really fast in Wiki, or is it moving slow but showing bullish signs? Volume equals more eyes and money on the coin. And this is what I mean. So let's say you go on AI baby, right? So the volume slowed down in the past 5 minutes. There was 10,000 of buys and sells. So now it's kind of dumping quite a lot. Dumped a lot actually. Dumped 66%. But yeah, you want to see how is the coin printing candles. See, these are some like really big candles right here. People selling. So that's not a good sign, right? Because it's already nearly 68%, and if it doesn't hold in this level right here, then it's not looking good for this coin. How the candle's printing? Let's see, OG far coin. Okay, it's kind of slow moving, but it's slowly rising though. You also want to ask yourself, how big are the buys and sells candles? Is there more buying happening? Is there more selling? Make sure you're into coins that have an organic chart. Don't buy fake volume. See, like this coin right here is a straight up rug chart. Like, do not buy coins like this. Off the rip, it just spawns in at 700K. See how disgusting these candles look? People are buying with pennies. So yeah, you don't want to buy this. Our mindset is literally the most important part about trading. It's higher than narrative and community volume, things like that, because you need to have a clear mind when you trade. So let's get into it. Risk where you're comfortable to lose. So let's say you have $1,000 in your bank account and you're gonna be trying to trade with $800. Don't do that because basically your whole bank account is going to be dead, right? So first things first, you don't want to overtrade. So you don't want to trade a lot into, shitty coins, bad narratives. Don't revenge trade. So let's say you take a loss of like, I don't know, 30% or 50%. Let's say you put in like a soul and you lost half a soul. What you're gonna do, or what people do is, I used to do this a lot actually, and you basically just you keep buying into the coin, or you trade into other coins really quickly to try to get your losses back. You don't want to do this because your mind is now becoming more fearful about losing money. You don't want to lose, you want to win, right? So as your mindset gets messed up, your focus gets messed up. Now you start buying coins that are legit garbage. And the only thing you're thinking about is money, 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 money. This is where you lose money. So you also don't want to FOMO in, so a fear of missing out. Let's say a coin, news dropped, you could have got in, but you didn't. You hesitated, and it's already like 50K market cap, and you don't want to buy top, but you're thinking about it. So you don't want to FOMO in. You always want to buy into dips, right? Always buy into dips. You don't really want to top blast unless you're comfortable of losing that money you put in. There's always new coins and opportunities, so don't give yourself a hard time about being missing out on coins. It's fine, guys. But trade with a clear, calm, and focused mind. If you're not, if your mind is not clear and focused, breathe in, breathe out, try to clear your mind, sort of meditating in a way. Because if you're not in a clear mind, you're gonna make really bad decisions. You're gonna probably buy tops and sell bottom. Like, let's be honest, because I've done that a lot. I've seen a lot of people do that. And then you'll start, it's basically a snowball effect. You're not in a clear mind. It's you got low sleep, you have things to do, but you don't want to do them. And then you're trading, and then boom, you start over trading. And then you lose, and then you revenge trade. And then you're losing, and it's like a cycle, right? Literally a cycle. And then you see a coin come out, you FOMO, and then we go back to over trading and the revenge trade, and it's a whole cycle. So quality over quantity, guys. Sit on your hands, okay? When you buy a coin, sit on your hands. Do not have your mouse on the sell button like, oh, I need to sell this. Like I need to sell this right when I see a red candle. No, let it play out. You want to try buying at reasonable levels? Sit on your hands. When it dips, it's just a dip. If the narrative is really good, it will come back up and surpass those levels, granting you like a 2 to 10 plus X. Now, for the last part about mindset, try your best to have neutral confidence. This is so important because let's say you start winning, right? So your confidence levels goes from neutral. Now it starts leaning towards overconfidence. So now you're going to start over trading because you're like, oh, I just made a soul in 10 minutes. What if I can make two soul in 5 minutes? And you're like, oh, wow, I just made two soul in 5 minutes. What if I can make three soul in, I don't know, 1 minute? Oh, I want to make 100 soul next. boom, you start getting really overconfident. That's when you start sizing up. That's when you start risking more. That's what you don't want to do. You do not want to risk more, when you're winning, because you're gonna get overconfident, and you can basically lose your whole portfolio, and you'll be really sad. Think about this as a seesaw. A seesaw, basically. You want to be sitting in the middle. You want to be neutral. You want to have under and over, balance on a seesaw. You want to be neutral, right? You don't want to be underconfident because you'll literally not take trades. You'll be scared. So you gotta stay neutral. Same thing with fear and greed. You want to be balanced too. Obviously, you don't want to be too fearful because, just like underconfidence, you're gonna get really scared. Like, oh, I don't want to risk money, you know, things like that. You'll basically hesitate. Same thing with greed. You start winning, you're thinking like, oh, I need to start buying a condo in Dubai now. I need to start having Dubai chocolate in the morning. Things like that. You're gonna start getting really greedy. You're like, oh, wow, I can make 100 sol in 30 minutes. I know I can. So yeah, just try your best to stay balanced. Equilibrium. We learned that in science class, guys, right? You wanna stay equal. All right, the sixth one is paper trading. This is optional, but it's highly recommended because this is what I did to get good at it. Basically, you see a coin, you're like, oh, I want to buy this coin. I want to see how I'll do. So in your head, let's say you buy like, here, let's be real. Let's say like you saw this narrative, oh, okay, it dipped down like 26%. Let's say you want to risk, I don't know, on this dip. In your mind, you'll be like, okay, I buy right here and let's see where it goes. And you're like, oh, wow, it just made a nearly 3x, 185%. You're like, oh, would I hold this if I was risking real money? Will this narrative play out? What is the future potential of the coin? Things like that. It just gets you more comfortable with narrative, volume, community, how to tell if a coin's good, how efficient are you at spotting it. See, like investment, fully vested coin. Like, this is funny. So you're thinking, oh, it's that 70K market cap. What is the potential of this coin? So yeah, in your mind, you can basically trade, or I also recommend writing it down on paper or typing it and keeping note of it. So it's like, oh, how many paper trades did I do today? Do that for a few days. You know, I mean, I did it for like 3 days, I think, and then I put in real money, and yeah, it just gets you good really quick. It's literally a speed boost. Like it's like you're speed running the skill of meme coin trading. It's just really good. This is just a really good thing to do because you're not risking real money. Trading is a skills game. The more you do it, the more experience you have. Practice your edge. What if you can get really good at narrative and spotting coins early? 500 a day is just a number. People are making thousands a day doing this. More practice and more experience. It's just a skills game. People call trading gambling, but it's only gambling if you don't know what you're doing and you're just trading to trade. All right, now that you guys know what I'm talking about, getting a better understanding, let's talk about strategy. So you always want to buy on a 30 to 62% dip. Like I would say, yeah, like 25, 30, max 62%. If it goes higher than that, then the coin is basically dead. So I'm a scalper, so I like going for minimum like 2x. If it's a really risky one I'm in, then I'll do like 1.5x, so 50%. But yeah, you want to be scalping for at least a 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x. You could also do a 2x. You can sell your initials at 2x, so you break even, but you have half of your supply in there, and you can ride a moonbag. So you want to be in quality over quantity coins. And this is also really important right here. You want to buy and sell at psychological levels, and those are whole numbers. So let's see right here. So this coin I was just in, investment fully vested coin. Kind of funny narrative. Candles look kind of sus, but basically the psychological levels are like basically whole numbers, right? So it's like 5, 10K, 15, 20K, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 100, 150, 200. People started selling right here at 20K, basically, yeah, like 19, yeah, 20K, and it comes down to near this low right here. People buy it. Oh, it's at 20K again. Sells. Oh, it goes near 15K, and then people start buying it. It's just like psychology, psychological numbers. You obviously want to get into, quality narratives, but yeah, you want to mostly scalp because that's the quickest way you can scale a low portfolio, even a high portfolio. Support and resistance levels, they're a lot more accurate when the coin migrated and is becoming a high cap coin. See right here, let's go to, okay, so feed Gaza. This is a really good narrative. So it's on this bags platform where the fees go to Palestine Children's Relief Fund. So this is a legit account, and 100% of the fees are going to them. So they made 64K already raised, and they can feed the children in Gaza. Really good narrative. But yeah, so this one candle is basically holding this whole chart. You know, dips maybe 30% or 20%, holds this level, these lows right here, does not get disrespected, consolidates, and then breaks this high. So you want to, like put a line here, breaks this line, consolidates a little, and just keeps sending. Boom, consolidates on these lows and just keeps mooning. This is what's interesting, guys. So where does this chart go up to? Near 1 million. At 1 million, it forms the top, fails to displace at 1 million psychological level, dips down to 500K. Yeah, 550. This becomes a key support level. And as you see, it's kind of interesting. It starts holding this area. It wicked past this right here, but it lived. Did not break this high at like 900K. And then people start getting fearful, right? Because they always didn't break the high. So people start selling again. Comes back down to this 500K area. Does not break this low. So now there's more buying happening here. Breaks this high. Goes to 1 million. Look at that. Goes to 1 million. Dips back down and does not break this 500K low. So now we got a new low here. Now there's some crazy candles coming in. Now it's 700K. Now we displace 1 million. Does a little dippy dip to 1 million, and then it starts sending. So this like classic support resistance levels, they work more on higher cap coins. Basically, when they migrated, so these coins here, they're more accurate. But yeah, always keep in mind of these psychological levels, even trading lower cap coins. Just always keep in mind. So hey guys, that's a beginner's guide from your one and only Grechka on how to get good at this. How to start out meme coin trading, making $500 a day, but that's infinite. You can make as much as you want as long as you keep practicing daily, getting good at your edge, spotting narrative, spotting volume, before other people. If you guys have any questions about setting Axima, join the Discord. I am here daily. I'm very active. This is my Discord server with my trading homies. So yeah, we're pretty active. We're in VCs trading. Come say what's up. And yeah, at me if you have any questions. I'll happily help you guys. So yeah, join the Discord in the link below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay hydrated in the trenches. Peace out.